go with the verbs that are frequently used. So you're looking at the options, and there may be two options that are very closely related to the blank, and you are confused regarding which word to use to fill the blank. In such cases, what would you do? You would look for the words around the blank or the entire passage and try to understand the context of the passage, and then use the blank or the word that is most suitable. For example, the theme or the context of the passage is about traveling. So, right? So, if it's about traveling, the one of the blanks could be about arriving or reaching, right? Departures. So that theme. So if it's relating to that, you would use the words related to the theme of the context. That will help you choose the right answer. So also that means choose the word which is frequently used. Sometimes unknowingly or knowingly the words are repeated around in the passage. Hence understand that and then pick the right answer. Always check the tone of the writing. There are different tones of writing. It could be formally written, the passage could be an informal tone, it could be something humorous, something funny. That if it's funny, your answers would also be, in terms of that context, in terms of that tone. It could be an optimistic passage, it could be a pessimistic passage. That means it's written in negative context, right? So look at the tone and then understand the words that fit the tone of the passage. Always take help of preposition. The knowledge of how prepositions are used will come very handy. Always remember that reading or going through the prepositions, understanding the prepositions in the passage will help you understand what answer could be used for that blank. Sometimes simply just looking at the preposition, if you have two or more words that are related closely, if you just look at the preposition, you will understand how the answer is or which word could be the answer. Always look at what comes before and afterwards as well. So look at the sentence, right? That has the blank, whatever it is, in the front or at the beginning. Again, read. Once you have your answer and you fill up the blank, again look and read the sentence joining the ones before and the sentence that comes afterwards. This will help give you a confirmation. And finally, after you fill in the blanks, reread the entire passage again along with your answers. Let's look at example. Blank, although stringent anti-pollution laws, mass awareness levels in India about the need to dash pollute the environments are low, which is dash, because many people insist that mere laws won't do. What we seldom need are environment conscious citizens. So take a couple of seconds here, reread it again and try to fill in the blanks, and we'll look at what the appropriate answer could be for each of the blank. Okay, so let's try and solve this passage. Dash stringent, although stringent anti-pollution laws. So what is the sentence here talking about? It is starting with a negative conjunction, although it is negative. That means it could have been, right? So it means although, right? That's the starting word. It is a negative conjunction. So what will you use here? Something that is negative. So which is a negative word here among the four? It will be despite. Despite stringent anti-pollution laws, mass awareness levels in India about the need to blank. So what could be the answer here? Mass awareness levels in India about the need to dash the environment are low. So could it be contaminate? Could it you cannot use the word contaminate because mass awareness levels in India about the need to contaminate the environment are low. That's not, it's quite the opposite, right? So the very okay, so contaminate is eliminated. Next, look at the option again. So what is the statement talking about here? It is saying that there are stringent, right? There are stringent pollution laws. And even though we have laws, we are unable to secure the environment. So it is not clear, it is not filter. The answer is protect. Mass awareness levels in India about the need to protect the environment are low, right? So the answer is low, which is dash, because many people insist that mere laws won't do. So what could be the answer here? Which is because that is wrong, because this is talking about, this is in a negative sentence, right? Simply it's trying to say that if that is the case, many people insist that simply having laws will not do, right? Just having laws will not help protect the environment. One has to follow. So which is resulting many people insist? No, it does not make sense, because it's also incorrect, because the sentence itself is in, right, in a negative sentence. So because will not make sense, which is obvious, many people insist does not make sense. So no change is not the answer, right? When I say not because, it means no change is not the answer. Which is as also will not make sense. The answer here is which is by. Many people insist that mere laws won't do. What we dash need are environment conscious citizens. What we, so this is what was it trying to say? We need it. So you cannot say what we don't need are, what we hardly need, or this is a positive sentence, you need something here, right? So these are all negative conjunctions. It does not what we perfectly need as well, that will not fit right into the sentence. So here the answer that fills the gap is what we actually need are environment conscious citizens. So if you've noticed here, you are trying, what did we do? We've observed the tone of the paragraph, right? It's talking about pollution, right? It's talking about how to go ahead and protect. So there is some, right, it starts off with a negativity. It's trying to say that even though we have stringent means strict, even though we have strict laws, the awareness in India is very less, right? So you're understanding the tone of the passage, and we've also tried to look for prepositions. And then what are we doing? We're trying to look at the tone of the passage, you're trying to look at what the theme is, you're trying to then go ahead and exclude options that do not fit to try and understand which could be the right answer.